What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 201 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me, as always, is J-Mac Gaming.
Hello. Thank you for not introducing. You already started the show.
Hey, listen, I don't want them to see the
you
screen.
already
I
started.
don't want them to see the screen. I had big things. I don't want them to see the screen.
Big things.
I know. I'm aware of what I did. We're not talking about
Big,
it yet. We're not talking
things.
about it yet. This is the big 201 episode. I got big things planned, Justin.
Well, you gotta intro the show. You know, you
Yeah,
gotta welcome the crowd.
It's the 201st episode.
You're at the New York Blue Cross Arena.
We are. And
You have
we
11,000 people.
And we have our first match, a pre-show match, where Justin booked Savio Vega versus Disco Inferno.
I wanted to just give my former WWF future potentially superstar Savio Vega a big win over some Joe Schmo.
And in an abysmal pre-show match, Savio Vega defeated Disco Inferno in 4:45 with a Caribbean kick.
Oh,
Damn. 41.
That damn Caribbean kick. 41?
41.
That's it?
Yep, Savio Vega got a 50 and Disco got a 49.
Your show sucks.
Moving on to the next segment, we got the young lad Billy Kidman booked in the pre-show today. He got a 71. Shane Douglas got a 60. This got a 66. In a pre-show match with decent wrestling but not much heat, Billy Kidman defeated Shane Douglas in 10:22 with a shooting star press.
Okay.
So
That's
Billy
all right.
Kidman, good, the future company.
I don't know about that. Let's
segment.
slow your roll.
All right, this got an 80. Look at that, booking segments properly.
There we go.
Figuring
What's the red say?
The lack of anything interesting happening.
You
in the segment
didn't book it properly.
Well, it got an 80, so
Could have got 100.
Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan are in the ring, and Eric Bischoff says, "Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Nitro." Now, we've got an amazing show today. It's the 201st episode, all right? We have to have big things planned. So, I got in contact with Sylvester Stallone, and he allowed me to have a special Nitro tonight.
Uh-oh.
We have surprises. We have some Thunder guys appearing tonight in Nitro. It's a Nitro Super Show. And that's because Uncle Eric cares about each and every one of you. Now, last week, Goldberg, you know, he got his way, and at Great American Bash, it will be Hulk Hogan taking on Goldberg. So now we need to decide, what can we do to make sure Goldberg is really ready for Hulk Hogan? All right, we got to make sure he's ready. Because let me tell you something, all right? He's just coming off of an injury. I don't care what his streak says. I'm not convinced he's ready to go. So I'm going to go in the back, and I'm going to pick out an opponent for Goldberg tonight. Me and Hulk, we're going to brainstorm. And Goldberg, you're going to face somebody tonight. And it's just going to be a test. But...
Who? Andrew Test.
Yeah, it's Andrew Test Martin. But if you do lose tonight, Goldberg, if you do lose, then you will not wrestle Hulk Hogan at Great American Bash. All right, maybe ECW can hire you because you won't be here. That's for sure.
Wow, you're threatening to fire Goldberg?
And that sets up a match tonight against somebody. Hollywood Hulk Hogan came out of this looking excellent. So we've got our first super match. We got the Total Cable Package defending the Global Tag Team Championships against the Hardy Boys. Hardy Boys coming over from Thunder. And in a decent match, this got 76. The Total Cable Package defeated the Hardy Boys in 15-13 when Lex Luger submitted Jeff Hardy with a torture rack. And Total Cable Package make defense number 2 of the Global Championship titles.
What'd this get?
76.
Good for them.
Yep, Jeff and Matt, had chemistry.
Coming over the Nitro job.
So this is how fucking badass the Total Cable Package are, Justin. Jeff got a 72. Matt got a 61. Sid Vicious and Lex Luger both got 69s.
Oh,
nice.
Double nice.
Double nice. Nice. The team's so nice, they said it twice. All right, that was that. We are backstage. Raven and Scott Steiner are in the back, and they're going, "Listen, Scott, listen, all right. Things have been weird with us lately, all right. There've been infighting. I've been trying to get us on the same page. We've been there for a bit, but last week we lost the tag team titles, all right. And listen, all right, I know we can get them back, but if we're gonna get them back, me and you, we got to get on the same page. And I know you keep saying that you are, but Scott, I'm just not feeling it. All right, you couldn't beat Hulk at Slamboree, and maybe it's time we focus on getting the Resistance back on the same page before we go for those before we go for the world title again, and before we go back to trying to beat Hulk. And Scott goes, Raven, how about you stop telling me what to do? All right? You think just because you named the group and you invited me and Billy Kidman and all of us together that you can start bossing us around? I'm no one's bitch, Raven. I'm my own man, and I do what I want. All right? We're going to get those tag team titles back because I'm Scott Steiner and you're Raven, and we're two hell of a wrestlers, and it has nothing to do with where our heads are at. All right? Your head's going to be up my ass if you don't shut up. All right? Now I'm going to go, and I'm going to go to that ring, and I'm going to demand that we get those tag team titles back tonight. And then all of a sudden, Randy Savage shows up.
Woo!
And he goes, ooh, yeah. Sorry for interrupting this little thing here. I couldn't help but notice that you guys were bickering and fighting, and to be quite honest with you, it kind of bored me. So I decided to show up here and make the television entertaining again by showing up and saying hello to all the fans of Nitro, the Macho Man here, former United States champion. I'm gonna get it back, Great American Bash, and I'm actually looking for a locker for Ric Flair to have. Do you have any lockers available that he could have? Because he's gonna be here soon after I beat him in a ladder match for the United States Championship. And then all of a sudden you hear, woo!
Woo!
Randy! When I got invited to come here tonight, I didn't know you were gonna be here. I wouldn't have said yes. Because I am getting sick of looking at your ugly mug.
Wow.
But the Nature Boy is here tonight. And the only person who's going to be moving into a new locker room is going to be you. Because I'm retaining this United States Championship. And you, Randy, are going to be packing. Because I'm the Nature Boy. And I'm better than you. And then all of a sudden, Bischoff shows back up. He's off screen in his angle. But he shows up. And he says, this is a good opportunity. This is an opportunity to give Raven and Scott a way to air quotes, get on the same page. And this gives Randy and Rick, a way to maybe work out some of their differences. And it gives the fans a great Nitro versus Thunder match tonight. So how about we're going to have Rick and Randy versus
Randy.
Raven and Scott in a tag team match tonight. And that's the main event. So that's the main event. So what do you think of that main event? It's got a 66.
Because you probably fucking booked it wrong again.
What do you think of this match?
I'm going to have to give you a crash course.
It's gonna be good? You say that every week, but then you never do.
Because you never ask.
Next time.
It's going to be good. What in the fuck is this?
We got a fatal four-way match for the television championship.
What the fuck?
And they got a 65.
You jobbed out to Tonka?
And in a bout that didn't have much heat in terrible wrestling, China defeated Saturn, Val Venus, and Tatanka. When China pinned Tatanka...
Oh! I didn't read that part!
China's defense number 4 of the WCW World Television title.
She couldn't have been Saturn. You had to fucking pin
Saturn's a former global champion.
Yeah, well, Tatanka.
And Val Venus is a former television champion. What's Tatanka done?
The Intercontinental Champion?
It's nothing to me. We go to a commercial and we come back. And
You can't name him that.
Fear are in the ring.
I got copyrights.
No, I spelled bearer differently.
That's still the same name.
Nope, different name.
You what?
Spelled differently. But anyway,
How'd you spell it?
Bearer. I don't know how. I think that's spelled differently than what.
Oh my goodness.
Paul Bearer spells his name.
Oh, don't.
But we'll change it. We'll change it next week. We'll be like, we got slugged this season. The Faces of Fear in the ring, and their manager Jimmy Hart is not. And Mang has a microphone. He says, "For years we've been in Nitro and WCW holding this down, and yet every single night, every single week, every single month, we were denied what we deserved, and that was these tag team titles. Well, we finally got our opportunity, and we took advantage of it, and we defeated Raven and Scott Steiner, two of the quote-unquote best this company has to offer, and we beat them because we're the Faces of Fear, and we're the best damn tag team in the world. And I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what goofballs who prance around with the other tag team title. All right? I don't care what teams you bring in from other shows. I don't care what makeshift group you bring in. I don't care if you're in the WWE or I don't care if you're the NWO. I don't care if you're the Nation. I don't care if you're ECW. I don't give a damn who you are. You will never be as good of the faces of fear. And Jimmy Hart, he was holding us down. So we fired him as our manager, and we have a new manager. Somebody who's managed world champions before. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Bearer. And Paul Bearer comes in and he goes, "Oh, yeah! The faces of fear! With me, you will be unstoppable!" And he's holding an urn. And they go, "Yo, what's in that?" And he says, "It's gonna be the ashes of all the tag teams we burn!" And yeah, that's the end of that segment. Faces of Fear being managed by Paul Bearer.
Not happy. Not happy about it.
Not happy about that?
That's the same way he spells his name.
Oh, well,
We're gonna
we'll have to change it.
just call him Paul Bear.
We'll call him Paul Bear. Paul Bear. Paul Bear.
Forget the
Forget the He's Paul Bear. Oh, and then they go into an impromptu tag
Who the
team
fuck
title
are those
match
job boys?
against Lobo and Xavier. And an abysmal match.
Lobo.
Xavier. And in an abysmal match, the Faces of Fear defeat Lobo and Xavier.
Who the fuck is Lobo?
It was a squash match. In 233, when Mang submitted Lobo with a Tongan death grip, and the Faces of Fear make defense #1 of the WCW Nitro Tag Team titles.
How do you go from Sting and who'd they take on last week? Sting
Scott
and
and Raven.
Scott and Raven
We're the
to
best tag team, and we're gonna prove it. Bring out Lobo and Xavier.
we beat Raven and Scott. Bring out Lobo.
Alrighty. Eric Bischoff is backstage looking for an opponent for Goldberg, and then all of a sudden, someone approaches him and says, "Mr. Bischoff, my name's Chris Jericho." He says, "It's great to be back here in Nitro. I missed this place."
Why do he introduce himself and then say, I'm glad to be
In
back?
case you forgot. He says, "In case you forgot, I'm a former Cruiserweight champion, alright? I'm a former tag team champion, one of the most successful tag teams in WCW history with the Master of 1,004 Holds." He says, "And I want to tell you what a bang-up job you are running this ship. Way better than who I have to deal with. Way better than my boss, Sylvester Stallone." I don't know if you noticed, but this around my shoulder, this is the WCW Thunder Heavyweight Championship, all right? And I know it technically says Ahmed's name on it, but it should be mine. I firmly believe, Mr. Eric, that whoever holds the belt is the champion. And right now you're looking at the undisputed WCW Thunder Heavyweight Champion. And you're welcome, quite frankly, for me gracing your show. All right, when I found out Thunder guys could go, I hopped the first plane over. You know, I'm hoping you guys have an opening soon, because I would much rather work for you than that idiot that's Sylvester Stallone. He says, "Chris, I'm a fan of yours. I admire what you're doing over there on Thunder, and let me tell you, if I had a spot open, you'd be the first guy I'd call, because I'm really impressed with your ring work. But, you know, maybe I could move some things around. Maybe I could make a trade to Sylvester. Maybe I could just flat out fire somebody. We're not doing anything with Disco. Maybe I could just flat out fire somebody and make room for you. But I need you to do something for me." And Chris says, "Eric, for you, anything." He says, "Well, I'm looking for an opponent for Goldberg tonight." And Jericho says, "Oh, well, you know, I'd love to, but,
Forgot the ring gear back in Canada.
Yeah," he says, "as you can tell, I'm wearing jeans and a t-shirt, and I'm just
He
not...
came to Nitro in the big episode in jeans and a
I'm just not booked to compete tonight, and, you know, I was just going to show up here, sign some autographs for some fans, maybe kiss some babies, you know, maybe, you know, make all the personal appearances, you know, what good citizens do, but I can't wrestle tonight." And he said, let me try this again, all right? If you're showing up on Nitro, then you're showing up to compete, all right? So you will wrestle Goldberg tonight, and if you don't, then maybe I'll take that championship off of your shoulders by force, and maybe I'll mail it back to Ahmed on Thunder. And Jericho looks
Why
at him.
wouldn't he just keep it and become the champion?
Whoever holds the belt's champion.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And Chris Jericho looks at him and he says, "I'll do it." And then he like stomps away. So Jericho Goldberg.
Yeah, that's a match.
That got an 89.
Yeah, there's a match.
And in a superb match, Goldberg defeats Chris Jericho in 1444 with a spear. A lot of the match was Chris Jericho rolling out of the ring and running around the ring and Goldberg chasing him.
Typical Goldberg match.
Eventually,
2020 Goldberg.
Goldberg gets back in the ring, and as he gets back in the ring, Chris Jericho just starts stomping him and trying to mount some offense. Goldberg gets back up, and Jericho, with the ref turn, poked him in the eyes and rolled back out. It was that for a really long time. Chris Jericho did manage to lock in the walls. Goldberg broke out, and then after that, Goldberg was able to catch him, hit him with a jackknife, and then pin him.
Does that make Chris Jericho look weak?
I don't think
that
so.
kind of match right there?
I think because it's Goldberg and Chris Jericho has been like a cowardly heel for a while, I don't think it does.
Oh, well,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
So Goldberg gets in the ring. After that match, he grabs the microphone and just says the standard Hulk Hogan, you're next. And that's that promo. Got
Good.
68.
Good. That's all you need to say.
That's all you need to say. We have we go to promotion. We come back. Diamond versus Sabu. And Lisa Max Sabu defeated Diamond with a triple jump moonsault.
Okay.
Got a 67.
Yeah.
Sabu is in the ring, and all of a sudden, via Titantron, Dreamer is there, and he says, Sabu, I've been thinking about your challenge for the WCW Pure Championship, and I accept. Because, Sabu, when me and you were in ECW, I looked up to you, and I admired everything you did. And I realized, Sabu, that I was worshiping a false god. The only true deity of professional wrestling is
Diamond.
Tommy Dreamer.
He's just Dreamer. He doesn't call himself Tommy.
He says, Sabu, if you want to dream big, I can help you with that.
Would you call Sabu just Sab?
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
We have Diamond, we have Dreamer, and we have Ooh.
Sabu, as much as I would love to wrestle you in a straight-up match with pure technical prowess, I don't think that would teach you anything. You see, Sabu, you're stubborn, and you're hard in your ways. And so if I'm going to beat you, I have to beat you in your own game. Because if I can beat you in a match stipulation that I find barbaric, idiotic, inappropriate, uncalled for, and flat-out wrong, if I can beat the master of hardcore, if I can beat Sabu himself at his own game, maybe then I can finally knock some sense into that hard head of yours. So Sabu, you want to wrestle me for the Pure Championship, and you want it to be a hardcore-based match? I can find the old Tommy Dreamer for a night. But Sabu, when I beat you, and I will beat you, I hope you're ready to dream big.
Oh, yeah.
So Dreamer Sabu, Pure title, hardcore match, a Great American Bash. That's going to be a good one, I think. And our main event, it got an 87. And then an exceptional match, Raven and Scott Steiner defeated Ric Flair and Randy Savage when Raven pinned Randy Savage with a pile driver. Basically, this match...
Raven went over?
Raven went over on Randy Savage with a pile driver.
Okay, you're going to need to explain what happened here.
Yeah, so Raven and Scott, they were pretty much... it was a lot of the men bickering a lot, but, Rick and Randy hate each other, So anytime Randy or Rick were getting the advantage, the other one would tag themselves in.
Okay.
And Randy put in a figure four leg lock on Scott. Rick hit a flying elbow on Raven. The entire match was just them trying to one-up each other. And Raven and Scott, they don't hate each other. They're just frustrated. So while they butted heads a little bit, they argued over who would start the match. Scott tagged himself in one time because Randy was taunting him on the other side of the ring. But besides that, they were able to get it together, and that's how they got the win.
Okay.
So, and that was that.
Damn.
The special edition Nitro got an 83.
There you go. One less than 80 Raw. We got an 84, but...
Yeah. Hey, we increased our show in 19 regions, and we didn't lose any popularity.
All it took was your combination of rosters and...
Dude, I looked at the Nitro. The reason why it took so long, I guess behind the curtain, it took a little bit to book this show because I looked at my Nitro roster, and right now with my injuries and the brand split itself, the Nitro roster is very thin. So I had to borrow some guys. So that's what we did, and I got an 83. So hope you guys liked the 201st episode special. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Follow me on Twitter at Shannington1. Justin, you want to plug anything?
Nope.
All right. And class dismissed.
And then end the recording, and then we're good to go. Hey, fuck.
Do you like that catchphrase I said? Class dismissed.
Fuck
You should
the
the
Jungle
principal.
Boy.
Class dismissed.